Hello everyone and welcome to this session. Hope you are all doing good. So in this session, we are looking into square arrangements for IBPSPO prelims exam. Right. So before we go into the questions, yes, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank SSCCGLE, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the videos we upload in our channel. Right. Okay, so we have a note, questions marked with asterisk mark are models that appeared in various bank exams of recent years. Okay, now here he says 8 people are sitting around a square table. Now, whether it is a square or a circle, when you have an even number of people, we can consider them in opposite positions, correct? In such a way that 4 persons are sitting at the corners facing the center, and the remaining people are sitting in the middle of the sides facing away from the center of the table. Says the following information is known about them. Okay, so let's take the square and then we'll look into the information. So 4 people are seated at the 4 corners and are facing the center, and the other 4 are seated in the middle of the sides and are facing away from the center. Correct? Now, and we have a note that says when 2 or more persons are stated to be facing the same direction, it means either all of them are facing the center or all of them are facing away from the center. So basically, what is meant by same direction is being explained to you here. And also, if 2 persons are said to be facing different directions, it means one of them is facing the center, the other should be facing away from the center. Now, what is meant by facing different directions is being explained to you here. Okay. Now, coming to the information. So, we have G sits third to the right of K, and so whenever you have and, it refers to the first person, that is G, and sits at one of the corners. So, G compulsorily should sit at a corner. Okay. You pick any one corner. So, let's say I put G here, G at this corner. And then G is on which side? Third to the right of K. So, I want right side of K, third position G. Then right side of K, third position. So, check the third position 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, in both cases you are getting away from the center. So, for away from the center, right side means clockwise direction. So, then I will have to put K here only, such that G is third to the right of K and is sitting at one of the corners. Correct? Yeah. Then what else? I sits 2 places away from K. So 2 places away means a second place. Leave a gap of 1 position. So I is 2 places away, but he never mentions is it to the left of K or right of K. Correct? So straight away you can either have I here, that is on the left side of K, 2 places, or you can have I in the other side also, 2 places. So we will take one more arrangement basically for identifying. So corners we know are facing the center and middle of the sides away from the center. So G and K will be fixed as it is. Now I will be put in the other side of K. So one on the left side of K, 2 places away, one on the right side of K, 2 places away. Okay. Then next, D sits to the immediate right of E. Okay. So D sits immediate right of E. There are some possibilities. See, immediate I want. Now here also you have immediate position, so I can have D and E. Here also I have immediate, I can have D and E. Same way here also D and E, here also D and E, here also D and E. So immediate position, so you do have possibilities. We'll come to that. And the next one says only one person sits between I and D. So only one person should be there between I and D. Now here you already have one person between I and K. So on the other side only I will have to take. Then only I can satisfy one person between I and D. So here in this case I will have D here. In the other case also I will have D here. So in both the possibilities D will be immediate left of G only. Understanding the point? Okay. So exact opposite to K you will have D. Right. Now once I have D, I know where is D? See, D sits immediate right of E. So I want immediate right of E. So immediate position first, correct? So D, one immediate is already G. So the other immediate will be E. So here also one immediate is G, the other immediate will be E. Now is it immediate right of E? Correct. Facing the center, anti-clockwise direction is the right side. So D is immediate right of E in both cases. Correct? Right. And then what next? H sits to the immediate right of the one who sits opposite to I. So whoever is opposite to I, okay, H should be immediate right of that person. Whoever is opposite to I, H should be immediate right of that person. So let us check. Now in this particular case, opposite to I is this person. Now to this particular person, H should be immediate right. Now immediate position, one is G, the other will be H, but then unfortunately this will be the left side of the person, because facing away from the center, anti-clockwise direction is the left side. So this is not going to be my arrangement anymore, because H sits to the immediate right of the person who is opposite to I. That is the information. So now check for this. I is here, opposite is this person, and then H here. So that clockwise direction will become the right side of the person. So H is immediate right of the one who is opposite to I. Correct? So this one works. Then, so those are the informations. Now who are the remaining people I have? So we have D, E, F is missing, G is there, H is there, I is there, J is missing. So if I have F here, then I will have J here, or if I have J here, I will have F here. So that concludes our final arrangement. Okay? Yeah. Now, questions? Yes. So this is the final arrangement we get. Now, if the number of people who sit between J and E is same as the number of people who sit between D and K. Now check, the number of people who sit between D and K on either side is 3. Means basically D is opposite to K. And it should be same as the number of people who sit between J and E. So basically J and E, he is asking us to consider opposite. So J here, F here. Such that F and J are, E and J are having 3 persons between, same as D and K. Now the question is, who sits opposite to I? Now who is opposite to I? Opposite to I you have is F, and that's available in the third option. Understood the condition there? Okay, yeah. Then, which of the following pairs of people do not face the same direction? Okay, E and H. E and H are facing the same direction. I cannot choose this option because I need not facing the same direction. Then second option, D and K. Now D and K are also facing the same direction. Both are away from the center. Then G and H. So G and H are also facing the same direction. Both are towards the center. Correct? Then J and F. J and F, yes. Wherever you have F, wherever you have J, it doesn't matter. They are always facing different directions. So not facing the same direction means they should be facing different directions. So it is the fourth option. Because in the fifth option, G and E, they are also facing the same direction. So it is choice 4, not facing the same direction. Okay? Yeah. Choice 4. Then, which of the following is the position of E? So I need to know the position of E. From where? With respect to I. So from I need to know what is the position of E. So I can consider in the clockwise direction, which is I is away from the center. So clockwise direction is the right. So E is first, second, third. Third to the right. Correct? Or you can also check on the other side. Because now anti-clockwise direction becomes the left. So now it is first, second, third, fourth, fifth to the left also you can have. So it is either third to the right or fifth to the left. Since I don't have third to the right, I do have in the fifth option given as fifth to the left. So that is our answer. Okay. Then, how many people sit between D and H when counted to the left of H? Okay. So between D and H, when you count on the left side of H, because H is facing towards the center, left will be identified as the clockwise direction. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 people, and that is given in option 4. Correct? Yeah. Right. Then, yes. Now, those were the questions you had in that set. Now, next is again, as you can see here, you have an asterisk mark. So, this is a previously given bank exam question where he says 6 persons, which is again an even number, are sitting around a circular table facing the center. Okay, it's a circular table and even number, and all are facing the center. Not necessarily in the same order, and he says each person is of a different age. The following information is known. Okay, so let's take a circular arrangement with 6 people. All are facing the center. Okay. Right? Now, Q, whose age is 63, is sitting second to the left of T. Okay. So, you can fix T in any one position. So, let's say I put T here. Then Q should be second to the left of T. So, left is clockwise. So, you will have Q here, and Q's age is 63. Q, whose age is 63, is second to the left of T. Correct? Okay. Then, next, R is 8 years younger than Q, and means R is one of the immediate neighbors of T. So, 8 years younger than Q. Q's age is 63, 8 years younger than that is 55. So, R's age is 55 and is one of the immediate neighbors of T. Now, R's age is 55 and immediate neighbors of T. So, you can have both immediate positions are available for me. So, I will take both cases. One, I will put R here, whose age is 55, 8 years younger than Q. Then, in the other case, I can have on the right side of T also. So, let us take that as well. Circle, 6 people facing the center. T here, Q second to the left of T, 63, and R 8 years younger than Q and is one of the immediate neighbors of T. So, both cases are available with us further. Now, the difference between the ages of R and U is 30 years. Okay. So, we know R is 55, then definitely U has to be, so he says the difference between the ages of R and U, correct? So, U has to be either 85 or 25, because then the difference is going to be 30. The difference between the ages of R and U is 30. So, it could be 85 or 25, correct? We will check that. Now, P, who is the second oldest person, sits to second to the right of T. Okay. So, P is second to the right of T. So, right is anti-clockwise. So, P is here and P is the second oldest. So, here also second to the right, P here, P is the second oldest. Okay. Then, now T is 7 years older than you. So, if T is 7 years older than you, okay. So, T is U plus 7, that is the understanding. So, now if I take U as 85, then T is going to be 92, and if I take U as 25, so if I take U as 25, then it will be 32. So, one of these two, correct. But one thing was, earlier he had clearly mentioned that P is the second oldest. Now, if I take T as 92, then U as 85, okay, then still P can be the second oldest, no problem, correct? Then next one, the age of P is twice the age of T. So, P is 2 times of T. And then next line, U, who is the youngest. So, if U has to be the youngest, then you cannot have 85. It has to be 25, because 85 definitely is not given as the youngest. So, once I know that T's age is also known 32, then double of 32 we have is 64, correct? So, we have age of P is twice the age of T. So, T's age is known as 32 now. So, we will fix that. So, T is 32, then twice of 32 is 64. So, here also T is 32, twice of 32 you have is 64. So, that is the second oldest. Okay. Now, what else we have? Yes, U, who is the youngest, sits second to the left of oldest person. So, U, the youngest person, is second to the left of oldest person. Now, check here. If I give U here, then U is second to the left of R, and R is not the oldest person, because P is the second oldest, then R cannot be the oldest. So, U cannot be given here. So, U is given here, whose age is 25, is second to the left of, the remaining person is S. Now, S is identified as the oldest person, correct? In the same way, here also, you cannot give U in this position, because second to the left of R. So, U will be given here, whose age is 25, and second to the left of S, because left is clockwise. So, S will again be identified as the oldest person. Yes, then what else we have? The age of the oldest person is not more than, so not more than 65. Not more than 65 should not be in this case considered as less than 65, because if I take less than 65, the first number I will get is 64. But 64 is already given to the second oldest person, P, correct? P was given as 64. Then no two persons are of same age, because he said each person is of a different age. So, then the only number you can take when he says not more than 65 is you take 65 only, because not more than means what? Less than or equals, correct? So, less than cannot happen in this case, only equals. Fine. And then the last one, T does not sit adjacent to S. Okay. In this case, T is opposite to S, so perfectly fine, no problem. But however, here this is going to be a problem. T does not sit adjacent to S. Here we have adjacent to S. So, the left side is what we have as our final arrangement. Understood? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, this is the final arrangement we get. Now, questions. What is the position of R with respect to third oldest person? He is asking what is the position of R. So, now from the third oldest person. So, we have 65, 64, 63. So, this is the third oldest. Now, what is the position of R? So, I can move to the right side, and it is the immediate position. So, it is immediate right, and immediate right is definitely available in the first option. Okay. Then, how many persons sit between youngest person and oldest person when counted left of youngest? So, youngest person we know is U, oldest person we know is S. When we count on which side? Left side of the youngest person. So, left is clockwise. So, this is the left side. So, when we count on the left side, we have 1, 2, 3. So, there are 3 people who are sitting between the youngest person and the oldest person. So, it is given in fourth option. Okay. Then, who sits second to the right of the person whose age is 32? Okay. Now, the person whose age is 32, who is that? T. And who is sitting second to the right? Right is the anti-clockwise direction. This is first to the right, and this is the person who is second to the right, P, whose age is 64. So person is not given, but the ages are given. So I can fix the fifth option, the person whose age is 64, second to the right. Okay. Then sum of the ages of the persons who sit adjacent to the person whose age is 65. So persons who are adjacent to 65 is P and Q, is the two persons who are adjacent to 65, and is asking sum of the ages. So we have 64 plus 63. So what is the summation? It is 127, and that is what we have to choose. That's available in choice 2. Okay. Yeah. Right. Next. All right. So those were the questions you had in that set, and that concludes this session. Now before we close, again I am reiterating, do join and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank SSCCGL, for all bank or SSCCGL or insurance or railway and other related exams. And these are our other social media handles with their links. We have Telegram channel, YouTube channel, Instagram and Facebook. The links are given in the description box below. And for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. For online courses, you can enroll at t4e.info/bankssconline. Thank you.